Yeah, Ron was saying that, TW, what is this? CWI instead of TWX, something like that. Let me get a fill from Ron. K6BWS, do you have the correct call sign for Roger?
Yeah, Steve. It's but first, after Larry, IYC is Kevin, WA6JKN, and then George, YEC, the K6CVA, Charlie Victor Alpha, and then there was KD6CWI, Kilo Delta 6, Charlie Whiskey India. Then you, then Wayne. Did you get all that, Steve? Go ahead.
No. I got most of it. W6. All right. After KD6CVA, Roger, then you gave me another station. Give me that station again.
Okay, that's Kilo Delta 6, Charlie Whiskey India. Kilo Delta 6, Charlie Whiskey India.
So, that just can't be right. And that's a right bracket. That's not an I. Okay. That looks like an I now. Okay, so scratch the KD6CVA, or is that another station too?
Well, that's Roger, the friend that's with George, YEC. I think it's Kilo 6, Charlie Victor Alpha. You can ask George.
Okay, well that's going to be easy to do. But after him, is there a KD6CWI also?
Yes, QSL.
I got it. There. So we got JKN and George YEC. We got Roger and KD6CWI. I'll look that up on QRZ. And then Wayne, I'll move you up. I'll put you after Skip. So Skip will take his turn, and Wayne, I'll put you in case you get tired of being out there, or if band goes bad, or I don't know, like transmitter rates or whatever. You're after Skip, Wayne. So hold on. And do I want to do it? Yeah, I do. Is there anyone else that wants on the list that's not on the list now? I'll unmute this receiver. Yeah, if you're not on the list and you want on the list, please call now. KF6SYD listening.
WJ6W.
Dave, I got you. And anyone else? Good. Okay. All right. Overload here. And I did preamble. I cannot print a preamble. Oh, why? It's the only file I have on any of my computers that you hit print, it doesn't do it. So reading from the screen. Big. And welcome everybody to the Wednesday night Amplitude Modulation International Net. It would be better if I had it on paper, but we'll get that. I write it down on a piece of paper, crayon if I have to. The purpose of this net is to promote the restoration, preservation, and enjoyment of AM equipment, including transmitters, receivers, and assorted vintage and modern AM gear as well. Anyone using the AM mode is welcome to check into the net tonight. So you want to have a carrier, then you want to modulate it. And that's all it takes. And hello to any listeners that are out there. It's nice to have you out there listening to us. You don't need to be a member of AMI to check into the net tonight. If you'd like to become a member of AMI, you'll receive a certificate and your own personal ID number. And if you like to join AMI and become a member, go to the AMI website, the one for getting the AMI number, which is AM International, all one word, .club. Not .com, but .club, CLUB, and that's the site to fill out the membership form, and then you pay $5 there, and you'll be issued the certificate in your own number, and that takes about a week right now. That's how John's been doing. Thank you, John, for John yet tonight. And if you'd like to mail off for it, you can send $5 to John McGrath. That's N9 AMI. The address is P.O. Box 1422, Silver Springs, Nevada 89429. Or if you miss that, you can look John up N9 AMI on QRZ and get his address there. Send off for it. Send him $5. I'm your net control tonight, KF6SYD, Stephen Long Beach, AMI 1708. Transmitter is a CCA AM1000D, inverted V at 70 feet, antenna, AKG microphone, and let's see. Oh yeah, go to our website, the regular website for AMI, which is westcoastami.com. And you can see pictures of all of us and other interesting things, and do some things I've never done on the website. It's supposed to be nicely set up. Now, when I call you, please give your name, location, make and model of your equipment, and give us your AMI number if you have one, and let us know if you have any items you want to list for sale or something you're looking for from the group equipment-wise. During your check-in, you can do that, and let me know if you want to be on the list for the round table that will follow the net tonight. I suppose we will have one. The band's pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a minute to do the tune-up, and then we'll get things started.
Dog 6, Terror King X-ray.
EL70F. This is the overseas service of ARS K6 Little Green Light, Santa Monica by the Bay.
All right, that was a nice tune-up. And enjoyed hearing all the carriers mixed together. So let's get things started. Again, K6LGL, thanks for the list. And it's your turn. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Steve. KF6SYD in Long Beach. Host of a rescue K6LGL skipping Santa Monica. Thank you for taking the note. And sure you to hear W6IRD. Green there. I'll pass it to him there. And then my usual oversized Benton Garber lunchbox, which is hard to carry because it's not heavy metal, but it's light metal. DX100, about 110 watts out. The microphone is somewhat mechanically altered, D104. Went to a homebrew dipole antenna that's been up there at least a generation or so. Fixed still up there and evidently working. Something not too good, but satisfactory. AMI number 1226-1326. Nothing to stop at the moment. And we'll see what happens about the road table. So, let's pass it over to our friend from the city of Orange, Wayne, W6IRD. This is Skip in Santa Monica, K6 Liver by night.
All right, Skip. And let's see if Wayne is out. I might have thrown him off guard. W6IRD, if you'd like to take your check-in now, go ahead, Wayne. No, he's ready. He knows where he is on the list. Let's get that worked out. Okay, Skip, real good? Ron, KD6BWS. How you doing? Happy birthday. I heard everybody say happy birthday, so happy birthday. Go ahead, Ron, it's your turn.
Okay, Steve. Thank you for the another day older and deeper in debt. Anyway, KD6VWS, Ron here in Joshua Tree. And tonight, running the Valiant and 150-watt carrier. Feed it with the Turner Plus 3 microphone. And listening on the NC125 Q multiplier. And that's going up to the SA2040 heat-kit antenna tuner, and that's coax up to the infed long wire up about 25 feet. It's about 5/8 wave long and a quarter wave counterpoint from the shield. And let's see, AMI number 1671. No one is swapping the round table, but I will be listening through. So, back to you, Steve. KX6SYD, KD6BWS.
I think Wayne was in there, Steve.
Oh, fuck on it. Thanks, Vic. Ron, thanks for the check-in and strong signal here in the Long Beach. All right, so I'm going to put my ear down at the speaker. And Wayne, I'm sorry if I couldn't hear you over here on KFS or local. So try it one more time. W6IRD, please take your check-in. Wayne, how you doing?
Well, I thought I was checked in, but anyway, it's been kind of a woozy afternoon. And Sharon came out here to check in, but she couldn't stand the static and the noise, so she went back in the house. So she says she's not going to have the noise but myself tonight. But anyway, that's the story here. She may be back later on. Things calm down a little bit around here. Okay, so we're in here. Put me down.
Okay, Wayne. Yeah, I've got you down at your regular time too. Yeah, well, we'll call you later too. We'll see if Sharon came out there or not. That'll work out just fine. I'll unerase this mark here. Okay, Wayne, real good. Next up, Mike, KM6QQU. Mike, are you there? It's your turn. Go ahead.
All right, thanks, Steve. KF6SYD, this is KM6QQU. Mike out of Yucca Valley. AMI number is 1768. Running in the ART-13 with the D104 microphone and receiving on the BC348 Cube model with the Dynamo hum in the background. The ART-13 has a homebrew power supply, compliments of Ken, and K6CJA, and the dynamotor is running off a homebrew power supply I made for the BC348. Full wave loop antenna being tuned in by Heathkit SA2060A, and also looking at a little Heathkit HM102 watt meter in front of me here, so I don't have to turn my head around to look at the tuner for the watt meter. Knowing the round table, knowing the swap, I'll be shutting it down here in a second to go take my son over to his class. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and it's good to hear you out there, Wayne. I haven't heard you in a while, and you're sounding good. Radio's sounding good, so it's definitely good to hear you out there. All right, Steve, back over to you. KF6SYD, this is KM6QQU.
Sorry, Mike. Yes, I like the hum of the dyno motor in the background. Just the right amount of noise to make it cool. So off you go with the young and teach him how to stick up for himself when he needs to. That's a good thing to do. Talk to you later, Michael. Next up, Vic, K6IC. Thanks for the relay. I didn't hear a thing, and you did. So thank you, Vic. K6IC, go ahead.
Steve, you're certainly welcome, and there was a bit of a double when that happened, so no big deal. KF6SYD and the AMI net. Kilo 6 Italy Charlie Vic in the center of nowhere, AM1. We'll get started here. AMI 1309, super senior flat top dipole, solid state receiver, and so on. No swap, no round table. Let's see, Wayne, great to hear you. Sounding great. Always nice to hear you, and hopefully Sharon will come back to the shack. Happy birthday to you, Ron, VWS. And 2 KW1s tonight. That'll be a real treat, Andy. And I think Kevin's going to fire up his, so we'll be listening for that. So from the center of nowhere, Steve, commanding signal. You're just booming in here, the mighty CCA 1000D. So we're going to listen. No swap, no round table. Have fun with the net. Always a pleasure hearing you run it, Steve. Your KF6SYD and AMI net. K6IC listening out.
All right, Vic. Good signal from you as well. And yeah, this is always fun to do. Thanks, Vic. Next up, WA6LJR. Bill, it's your turn. Go ahead.
This is WA6LJR. I had to mute KFS. We're running the Valiant tonight on a big, long wire that didn't blow down during the big storm. A lot of things did here on the Central Coast. AMI number is 1758. Not a lot to report on the equipment, but thank you guys, Skip, and both you, Steve, for doing the net tonight. I believe the next person in line is KA7AF question mark. I was getting fades. WA6LJR.
All right, Bill. Good signal on you. And KL7OF is next in line, Steve. In Dallas, Arizona, how you doing tonight?
Well, KF6SYD and the net from KL7OF, Steve, in Dallas, Arizona. I'm on the west coast of Arizona, right in the middle. I'm hearing everybody pretty good tonight. Everybody's coming in pretty good. ST102 transceiver. Yeah, I think this is a late 70s, early 80s rig. I've had this thing for a long time. 36146 is in the final. 25 watts of this home carrier is about what you can run with it. I did some work on the ballast modulator, and you guys have heard this rig a lot. It usually was my portable rig, you know. Guess it still is. I hope to do better. Nothing for the swap, nothing for the round table. No AMI number. I claim Groucho Marx. I'm hearing everybody pretty good.
Thanks for letting me in. It's sure good to be here. I heard several 40-over signals tonight on the earlies, but the one that really knocked me out of here was Kevin. WA6JKN. For some reason, when you came on there, you just scared me. You know, my receiver just like locked. So you had the big signal. Oh, there you go. Back to you, Steve. Thanks for letting me in, guys. See you next time. KL6SYD in the west. KL701.
All right, Steve. Commanding signal into Long Beach. Blasting away. So always good to have you here when you're in town. As it's maybe more and more of that. You just take off another part of the country, I guess you still might do that. But, or if we can sure hear you from where you are tonight. We'll pick up one more station and then I'll call for people to put on the list. So stand by. Let's pick up Larry. W6WUH. Larry, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, I just have to find out where I put my microphone, Steve. Very good. Good signals tonight, and very nice signal from Part 13. I appreciate what a huge amount of work it is to implement a thing like that with dynamos demanding a high current DC and big contactors to actuate them and a whole bunch of other switching relays and wiring and whatnot. I guess the 348 is also running on a dynamotor. That's a big deal. That's as complicated as an old vintage mobile setup. Well, happy birthday to you, Valiant, for doing a good job. Good to hear, everybody. Let's see, Larry in Occidental AMI number is 800. The transmitter tonight is a homebrew 6L6 two-tube transmitter, 6J8 crystal oscillator, 6L6 final, modulated by push-pull 6 V6s. The microphone is an aviation carbon mic, telephonics or flight phonics, I think, carbon microphone, driving an SB200 to about 120 watts a carrier. Through an SA-2060 open wire feed 275-meter dipole. That's the deal receiving on the Drake 2B, which is really not a great AM receiver, but that's what we got in line tonight. Golly, these the usual signals from obvious ones are good here. Good to hear Vic on. Very nice signal here tonight, Vic, with the Super Senior. Well, we've had some successes here. W6RU sent me a new 3870 crystal, so this thing will modulate now. I had one of those W5 Uzi crystals, which is just a little tiny hermetically sealed crystal in a holder. It didn't give me enough good drive to make this radio work, so I'm glad to have it, and I'm indebted to Terry for that. Nothing for the swap. I'll stick around for the roundtable and use it for the radio. Back to you, Steve. Thanks for taking in that KF6SYD on the CCAW6W.
Sorry, Larry. Yeah, it sounds good. Carbon microphone. Yeah, it sounds real good. Congratulations on the problem with the drive. That little bitty crystal that you were talking about, that little hermetically sealed little in the big case, that's what's running this rig right now. It's all I had, and I'm like, yeah, I was able to get it to work with it. So and it's got a lot of years on it. Yeah, it's working out. But you found the answer. And let's put out a call in. Are there any stations who you're not on the list yet, and you want me to put you on the list for the net, if that's you, please call now. KF6SYD list me.
I go from my
Okay, I know you're out there, but I couldn't. Are there any relays on that? I saw carrier come up on the scope, and it was very faint. Does anyone have a relay on that station?
Yeah, Steve, let me make sure I'm not doubling. I copied KD6CWI. I think that's correct. KD6CWI, over.
Okay, so that's Ruben. Ruben, you're down the list about 6 or 8 more stations. You're already on the list. KD6CWI, and thank you, Dave, for the relay. So we will. That is, and is there anyone else out there that wants on the list?
WA6HCX.
Oh, George, it wouldn't be a net without you. I'll write you down. Very good, George. Got you. And anyone else? All right. Got that out of the way. And what's going on around here? I didn't talk about. Do I get to take a check-in? Well, no. But I spent, Monday, on the Monday net, belly aching and talking about what a dreadful thing it went in and was going to go in and get a hole drilled in my jawbone for one of those implants, so you can have a fake tooth. Well, I did that the next morning, and hey, I think it's a winner. Yeah, after all the complaining and dreadfulness I was talking about it, that it wasn't real pleasant, but it seems like this time is a real winner. You kind of can't tell I had it done. I'm afraid to say it doesn't hurt because then, I'm knocking on the wood already. But boy, what a difference between that and the first time I had that done, about 4 years ago. That was horribly painful, bad experience. Well, I've been scared to try it ever since. Okay, that's the big news from Long Beach, from my life. Let's keep on going with the net. Jay, NY6L in Hesperia. How you doing tonight, Jay? Go ahead and take your turn.
I had to take a swallow of dinner here. Good evening to all. KF6SYD NY6L, Jay here in Hesperia, which is currently a cool 42 degrees and dropped down to 32 tonight. AMI number 1548, we're running the Super Senior tonight, and NC303 receiver, of course made by Nashville, D104 microphone, and looking to buy solo swap at the moment, and put me into the round table as long as the band holds up, and all that good stuff. So in the meantime, I'm going to get back to dinner here, and I'll be listening to the net. Back there to you, Steve, and thanks again for running the net. KF6SYD, NY6LJ here in cool Hesperia in the high desert.
Well, thank you, Jay, and enjoy the rest of your dinner. I've got you for the round table. And speaking of going to dinner, let's see if Jeff's back. WB6ZBX, Jeff, if you're there, it's your turn to check in. Go ahead. Not time for Jeff yet. I will put a little arrow, and maybe in a little bit he'll be back. We'll see. Next, now you're in the middle of nowhere, and basically the center of nowhere. So from the middle of nowhere, Andy, KD6 TKX. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thank you. KF6SYD in the Wednesday night group. This is Kilowatt Delta 6 Tango Kilo X-ray in the middle of nowhere. Not the center, but the middle. I think that's right. But anyways, Skip, Vic, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Sometimes we interchange them, but not very often. Let's see. Good weather. It's cold up here, but the creek has gone back to its normal routine, and the roads are open. Everything's doing good up here, and we're having a little fun playing radio tonight. Great band. Everybody's just coming in perfectly, so it's been a pleasure. Running the Collins KW1 transmitter, serial number 96, and the receiver is a 75A4, and the antenna is a fan dipole that was designed by my buddy Jeff, WB6ZBX. He's probably having dinner right now. And it's a great antenna. It's resonant, no tuner, no balance, no chokes, no hits, no runs, no errors. It's been really great. So I was grateful that he was willing to allow me to do a license-built copy up here. No swap, no roundtable, but we'll be riding along. And as always, Steve, seems like, anyways, great job running the net. KF6SYD, KD6 TKX.
Okay, Andy. Yeah, big signal. And it seems like always, but it's not. Have a lot of fine people besides me and filling in for me lately. Yeah, I had to miss running it, and Bob WA9JIB filled in for me. That was really cool of him to do that. It's all good. Thanks, Andy, for the check-in. Is it on time? Yes. 2 o'clock. Not too far. Next up is Larry KN6. IYC, Larry. It's your turn. Go ahead for the Monday. That's what you get for doing the Monday and the Wednesday. The brain does that. Larry, go ahead and check in. It's your turn.
It goes all the way to the back of his backyard on the post that's put out of the way where I got some really good neighbors, and it's out of his way and he didn't mind. So I'm taking up more real estate than I own. But it's all good. Everybody's friendly and we all get along. So the backside of the antenna goes down about 60 feet south, 65 feet south or so, and then takes a hard right and goes west. So it's not even in a straight line. It's sort of an inverted V. To look at it, you hardly couldn't call it a V. Maybe you could call it a perverted V.
Okay, Larry, that was an easy copy. That was perfectly. Just sit here and listen to you on the NC300. Really, you're not going into KFS hardly at all, or Northern Utah, but just on my own receiver here at home. It was very comfortable. So a lot of sometimes 50 watts don't quite get you there, but it worked real good tonight. So good to have you here, Larry. Thanks for checking in. Next is Kevin, WA6JKN. Kevin from Gilroy. It's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see if I'm modulating here. Hang on. Give me a moment here, if you would. I haven't had this rig on in a long time. I'm going to get it back on frequency. Okay, now let me check the loading here. Okay, I think I got it. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin, WA6JKN. Kevin in Gilroy. Gilroy is located about 75 miles south of San Francisco. Looks like the audio's going to turn it up just a bit here. Hello, radio. There we go. Turn it up just a little bit. Yeah, this is the Collins KW1. I haven't had it on in, oh golly, it's been a while. Last time I used it was on 38, 80, 85, so when I did the tune-up, that's where it was. That's why I had to retune.
Yes, sir. No.
The receiver tonight is the Collins 7584. I'm hearing everybody fine. Hello to Steve out there in Arizona. A big signal that scared you, Steve. Oh, no. I do apologize for that. KL70F. Well, you got a nice, respectable signal yourself. I just wanted to comment on the high bands. I always like to comment because the bands are wide open. 10, 12, 17 meters are wide open. I actually talked to a guy in Belgium today, just a regular rag-chew QSO. He didn't want to, exchange signal reports or, work for a contest certificate. He just wanted to rag-chew with someone. And so everybody else that was calling him was just wanted a signal report and move on. So I got on there and I rag-chewed with him for a good half hour. I really enjoyed that. His name was Johan in Belgium. And we did something that I haven't ever done really, is I recorded all of his transmissions just to let him know that what a 10 to 15 over S9 signal sounds like here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Well, at least South County. And he did the same thing. And so when I opened up the file and listened to it, I couldn't believe it. It sounded like I was right there in the shack with him. Man, that is amazing. Okay, well, let's see. Nothing else going on here other than I've been having fun on the higher bands there. Every time I hear the middle of nowhere versus the center of nowhere, I always smile because, believe it or not, that was a subject in one of my mathematical math classes in college. And I'm just going to talk about that just for a minute.
Well, about the...
Just so everyone knows, and I know Vaughn's on here. I think he's got a PhD, and maybe our other PhDs are on frequency. When you describe something as a center, that is, for all intents and purposes, the most accurate method of measurement as opposed to describing something as the middle, okay, of somewhere. So the middle is pretty much an estimate. The center is actually pretty darn accurate. So when you add the pronoun nowhere, or if you use it as a pronoun, it really changes things up. For an example, in the center of nowhere, you're actually describing a place between nowhere and nowhere accurately. if you use the term middle of nowhere, then you're also you're describing you're describing a place that's estimated to be between nowhere and nowhere. Well, anyway, I thought that was interesting because nowhere is really a place that's considered remote. It's uninteresting and it's nondescript. And so I thought I'd add that on. It's kind of funny if you think about it. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you because every time I hear it, I love it. Keep using it. I think it's very, very an interesting way to describe your QTHs. With that, no swapper wants, and back to net control. Thank you, Steve, for taking the net tonight, and also thank you to Skip for taking the earlies, and happy birthday to Ron. KF6SYD, WA6 Juliet Kilowatt November.
All right, Kevin. Boy, once you got it all adjusted, that final increase in audio drive really made it sound nice, and it sounded really, really good, Kevin. And yeah, I didn't know that the center was more definitive, higher precision location than middle. I didn't know that, so you learn something every day. I'm glad to know that now. I'm really good with your half-an-hour QSO with Johan in Belgium. That's keep up the good work, Kevin. Let's go to George. My friend George W6YEC. How you doing tonight, George? KF6SYD calling. George isn't there. Never happens. Oh, he would have heard me too. He must be off. Got a phone call or something. We'll call on George in a little bit. Oh, that's where it's called. Boy, that's my problem. Okay, we'll do it like that. Okay, next, Roger. Oh, Roger's with George. Maybe Roger's sitting here. KD6CBA, Roger, are you there? KF6SYD calling. That sounds sweet. All right. Well, we'll find out what happened with that in a little bit, I hope. Next up, okay, Ruben. I say Ruben because that's on QRZ. KD6CWI. It's finally your turn. Go ahead and welcome.
I'm not an expert on it. I've had this thing for 6 years, and there's still a whole lot I don't know. Well, I like to have a radio that's 6 years later, I'm still learning.
Yeah, you're good. You sound good. You're a little weak, and it's not all the way cute. But go ahead and take your transmission. I can hear you for the most part. So, yes, you're doing good. Please continue with your check-in.
Roger. Yeah,
so you just as much as you want, when you want, at the right pace, and you know that there's more to be had. That's what you want to do.
Over there,
and I love
Oceanside, and I'm operating on
the worse my eyesight gets, the more magnifying glass I need. Yes, the bigger TV monitor plug into the back of it so you can see everything really good. Yeah, I had a 32. I sent it back. I forgot the reason was, but I ended up plugging in my 22, I think it is. But
like I said,
I can't remember the dimensions of this particular monitor that I have is more back, if you will, to the, I forgot what the resolution is, radio. You got two choose from. And it's a little bit wider. It's not a full widescreen, 60 by 9, but it's widescreen. But it's a little bit shorter than that. And this monitor
John Nelson on the Amazon. It's really ideal for the radio, but if I need a bigger monitor, I'm not sure what I'm going to go to. That last monitor, I forgot why I was turning it, but anyway, it did have DVI to match the radio. And so I don't know, I heard rumors a while back about some people damaging, I think they were YouTube, that when they used an adapter cable to go to an HDMI monitor. You know anything about that?
No, I don't. I'm just, if it won't plug in, if it doesn't have the same form on the screen, just nothing about the radio, I don't like to do it.
I think you turned it back to you, Ruben. Yeah, you just need more signal strength to really do well here. Welcome to AM, and for your first time on AM, it's adjusted properly, good sounding audio. When your signal came up, and it would stand, and I couldn't tell what you were saying, and then it would come back, and I could get a sentence or two. But that's how you start. Welcome to AM. Welcome to the group, and please check in with us again. Perhaps the antenna is the thing, or maybe you just don't have a lot of transmitting power. But I could hear you best on the SDR over the computer, which is in San Joaquin Bay in the San Francisco Bay area. I can hear you better on that receiver over my computer than I can hear you locally here in Long Beach. So good to have you with us. Thanks for sticking around for your turn. And Bob, this wouldn't be in the net without you. NA7RH, how you doing tonight, Bob? KF Success by D calling.
Okay, very good, Steve. KF6SYB, NA7RH. It was wonderful to be checked in without any performance warm up. It worked out, and I was scrambling around to get things on the air, but anyway, so YouTube special, 1625 and parallel push modulating it, and 1543. Nothing to swap. No on the round table. I'll just listen. But it certainly is, excuse me, nice to hear everyone this evening. Just fine. Played around with the little VHF contest over the weekend. And messing around, but still busy in the daytime. So didn't get the opportunity to work on all the good works that Kevin was talking about, but it's moving in nicely here in this area. What else is going on here? Not much. Just listening and enjoying the music. So, back to you, Steve.
No, that's, Kevin, Steve could sense your presence, and he gave out your call letters, and Bob will be here by the time, and I wrote him down. It's the way to go. It worked out perfectly. And then one time, it was years ago, Monday Night Net, and I was there. I was on the list, and I had never keyed the transmitter, and it's cool. So I've experienced it too. And they knew I'd be there, and there I was. So it's all good, Bob, and I should just write you down regardless. Like we did tonight, it would work out perfect. Thanks for being here. Sorry you missed out on some of the action, but there's still more chances. Let's see if Sharon made it out to the shack. We're now down on the list where I put Wayne. Wayne, if you're still there, take a transmission, W6IRD, and if Sharon's out there, put her on to Wayne, are you out there? KF6SYD calling.
KF6SYD, W6IRD. I hope I'm here. I feel like I am. You caught me okay?
Yeah, you could use a little more audio, but it's very clear and nice.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to hit the audio too hard because I've got to do some bias adjustment on the transmitter. I don't want to blow anything up. I've got the audio down quite low, so and plus my voice is kind of low too. Anyway, so that's what the story is on that. Yeah, it's nice to hear that. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult to copy most. Okay, see, I got hit too hard. I got to back off a little bit. It's kind of hard to copy everybody. I did copy most of the people tonight. So, Steve, Sharon won't be out here tonight. You couldn't stand the static noise.
Y'all coming in here real good. Good signal from both of you there.
You can have it. You can back it down.
I really feel
it's pretty noisy for me here.
Yeah, but I've got to go to it, and I will any of these other
okay, guys, I'm going to call it trip tonight. I'll say 73 to you.
For some reason, that that's the way it goes.
Good night, Wayne. Yeah, you'll get all that straightened out. It wasn't pretty good before. You'll get it back to where it was. It's really irritating to have something trip out like that. I had that little breaker on the front of this thing that kept tripping out, so I put some duct tape on it. It doesn't trip out anymore. What I need to do is buy new breakers. It's gone bad, you know. So, you'll get it, Wayne. Good to hear you. You're sounding good. I'll call Sharon sometime. Call you sometime. We'll talk on the phone for a little bit and see what all you've been through. But I think it sounds like it's going to work out. Thanks, Wayne, for being here. Say hi to Sharon for us. Yeah, I don't blame her for not liking the noise. Okay. I have Dave and George left on this, but let's circle back and see if YEC made it back. W6YEC, George, did you make it back to the radio? KF6SYD calling. No, that didn't happen. Okay, Dave, WJ6W. How are things in Tarzana tonight?
Well, hello, Steve. Very good.
In Alice, Texas.
KF6
about 50 miles west of Corpus Christi.
Dave here in Tarzana. And yes, in Tarzana. And tonight we're running the Collins 20V2 transmitter. And we're able to listen to everybody locally on the ST600, which we often can't do. So it's a big pleasure to be able to use our big old radio that we haven't used that often. And let's see, AMI number is 1235. No swap or no round table. And we've kind of we had a failure here today on the the DAP, the Duro DAP processor, it quit working, and that feeds this 20V2. But I have a spare, so I put that in and started troubleshooting the one I took out. Turns out there was the output gain pot opened up. So I got one of those on order, and I'll get that fixed, and I'll put the right-in one back. So anyway, it's nice to have some spares. We were able to get on the air. Of course, we had another transmitter. We could use a Super Senior if we had to, but we wanted to use the columns tonight. Okay, well, put me on the round table, I think. I'll try to stick around for one, and I'll send it back to you, Steve. KF6SYD, WJ6W.
All right, Dave. Well, it certainly sounds good, and glad you're able to pull that one out of your hat. Got you for the round table, and is there something else cute I was going to say? Yeah, there was, but I can't remember it anymore. Catch you on the round table, Dave. The last station I have on the list is George. I'll call and see if there's anyone else hanging out to check in late. But WA68CX, George, how you doing tonight? It's your turn.
Trying to get some gain here. Okay. George and San Ynez, AMI number 951. Ran the calls 20V as well. And what else? Steve. I am told my group we're starting next week. We're starting rain dance again. I've given up on Mother Nature. That was a nice burst we had, but I think the rain gods need a little bit of tickling here to get them going. We need some more moisture. Anyhow, we'll stick around for the round table as well, though. Excuse me. But sounding very, very good. And Wayne was sounding good as well. KF6SYD, WA6HCX.
All right, George, boy, sounding good. And I was at one point wanting to find out the dance to do to make rain quit, which I didn't do that. I didn't research that. Needless to say, we didn't do that dance. And but the error that I made, and you as well with your group, is that we stopped doing the dance to bring rain. And boy, we're supposed to get a little pinch on Sunday night and Monday here, but it's only 50% chance of a quarter of an inch maybe. But it's something. But boy, it sure did. It went from what a lot of people said, too much rain, to nothing now, which that's no good. We weren't really having any trouble here with extra water, and I know you weren't either. I don't think anyone in the group was. So next year we won't screw up like that. Got you for the round table, and putting out one last call. I am for any stations that want to check in to the net before I close it. If you're out there and you want to check in, please call now, KF6SYD listening.
W8 Victor Golf out here in Arizona, Steve.
Okay, George. Golf, George. It's your turn. Go ahead for you check in for the net.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Thanks so much. KF6SYD and the rest of the net here this evening, W8 Victor Golf. George out here in Oro Valley, Arizona, about 10 miles north of Tucson. Sorry I'm late, Steve. We've got a 6-meter sideband net that meets here in town at 8 o'clock, and normally it's just a couple of stations, and we do about 2 go-rounds, and it gives me enough time to get in here. But tonight we had about 8 or 9 in there, so it was a little slower, and I'm out here kind of late. But good to hear everybody. I've heard a few stations on it. since getting out here, and so far the copy's pretty good. I put this R390 up in the 4KC position, kind of tuned up a little bit, and that takes all the lower sideband stuff out of there. So copying everybody really good. Running the usual stuff. Pair of 813s modulated by a pair. Listening on a 390, not an A. And the antenna is an inverted V up about 40 feet, fed with ladder line to a homebrew tuner. Got me an AMI number. Thanks, John. I'm 1814, so now I don't have to get in here and tap dance around. I finally got one, and that is good. Nothing to swap or trade or sell. I'm still working on some of my stuff here. And I'm not going to be around for the roundtable, Steve, but what I will do is probably turn on my old SX11 here that I've been playing around with and listen to you guys in there, my push-pull 6L6s there into my nice wide-range driver. So we'll listen and take advantage of some of the nice signals a little bit before I turn in. Other than that, not much going on, just a lot of the same old humdrum affair, different day. Thanks so much for running the net, and we'll try to make it out here on time next time. Get back over to you, Steve. KF6SYD W8VG.
Okay, George, not a problem coming in late. That doesn't cause anybody any trouble at all unless you didn't make it. You miss out on your beautiful signal. Sounding good as always, and congratulations on an AMI number. If John's not out here tonight, say thanks to, but we'll thank him when he makes it out here again. So enjoy your evening, and one more final. Well, maybe not final. Call. Is there anyone? Come on, Steve. Is there anyone else that wants to check into the net now before I close it? Please call now. All right. That was a good one tonight. I've enjoyed it. Hope all of you have enjoyed the time we've spent together tonight. Really nice band and really nice group. And let's go on to the roundtable portion. It'll start out with, I think Skip said he wanted to be on roundtable. Usually he does, so I didn't go back and try to verify that. So the list tonight for the roundtable is K6LGL, Skip, and then you would, if you're there, you'll turn it to Larry, W6WUH. Larry, please turn it over to NY6L when you're finished with your transmission. Jay, turn it to Dave, WJ6W. And Dave, when you get done with your, turn it to George, WA6HCX. Now stick around for one. Julie had dinner early tonight. I'm sit up here and enjoy it. So, George, give it to me when you get done, and we'll send it back up one more time. So, K6LGL, if you're there, it's your turn. It's your time to begin the roundtable. Go ahead, Skip.